Oh, hello. I didn't see you all there. Welcome to my new show, Dad's Reading Toilet. One of my all-time favorite hobbies is to just get a great book and go on a fun adventure while taking a crap. I hope you all are inspired to do the same. Welcome to Dad's Reading Toilet. I hope you all have a pleasant stay. Alright, you can cut it. Cut it. Cut the fucking camera, dude. Cut it. Cut the camera! Consequently, in the interest of future world order, peace, and tranquility, it was decided to privately wage a quiet war against the American public with an ultimate objective of permanently shifting the natural and social energy, wealth, of the undisciplined and irresponsible many into the hands of the self-disciplined, responsible, and worthy few. In order to implement this objective, it was necessary to create, secure, and apply new weapons, which, as it turned out, were a class of weapons so subtle and sophisticated in their principle of operation and public appearance as to earn for themselves the name silent weapons. In conclusion, the objective of economic research, as conducted by the magnates of capital, banking, and the industries of commodities, goods, and services, is the establishment of an economy which is totally predictable and manipulable. In order to achieve a total predictable economy, the low-class elements of the society must be brought under total control, i.e., must be housebroken, trained, and assigned a yoke and long-term social duties from a very early age, before they have an opportunity to question the property of the matter. In order to achieve such conformity, the lower-class family unit must be disintegrated by a process of increasing preoccupation of the parents and the establishment of government-operated daycare centers for the occupationally orphaned children. The quality of education given to the lower class must be of the poorest sort, so that the moat of ignorance isolating the inferior class from the superior class is and remains incomprehensible to the inferior class. With such an initial handicap, even bright lower-class individuals have little, if any, hope of extricating themselves from their assigned lot in life. This form of slavery is essential to maintaining some measure of social order, peace, and tranquility for the ruling upper class.
Mister, I don't think these books are appropriate for children. You're kind of a creep. Maybe you should get out of here. You're creeping everybody out. This show sucks. Like you. And you're also, you smell... I got one last roast for you. You smell like poop.
Yep, having another great poop. Today's book that I would like to talk about, and it's by no means a recommendation because it's absolutely fucking disgusting. The Marquis de Sade's 120 Days of Sodom, or also known as Salo. The Marquis de Sade is where the word sadism comes from. He was a crazy man back in the 1600s, and he wrote this book in a nut house. He tortured prostitutes and women to death, and he did a bunch of heinous stuff while he was in the nut house, and he wrote 120 Days Sodom on a roll of toilet paper with charcoal. Absolutely disgusting story, and even more disturbing, an Italian director made a movie of Salo. Even more disturbing than that, people think it's a good movie. It's a Criterion Collection movie now. Ironically, the director of such a disturbing movie was beaten to death 15 days after the premiere of the movie. I don't recommend this book. I only own this copy for a college course, and I wasn't able to read very much of it, to be honest with you. If you're looking for something actually heinous and fucked up, there's your book. This is from one of my favorite books, Hiroshima. Hiroshima? When he had given the wounded the water, he made a second trip. This time the woman by the bridge was dead. On his way back with the water, he got lost on a detour around a fallen tree, and as he looked for his way through the woods, he heard a voice ask from the underbrush, "Have you anything to drink?" He saw a uniform. Thinking there was just one soldier, he approached the water. When he had penetrated the bushes, he saw there were about 20 men, and they were all in exactly the same nightmarish state. Their faces were wholly burned, their eye sockets were hollow, the fluid from their melted eyes had run down their cheeks. They must have had their faces upturned when the bomb went off. Perhaps they were anti-aircraft personnel. Their mouths were mere swollen, pus-covered wounds, which they could not bear to stretch enough to admit the spout of the teapot. "What?" "Well, I brought 2 other books, if those aren't good enough for the kids. I have Blood Meridian and Gone to See the River Man." Great book. Anyways, that's all for today, folks. I hope you really enjoyed our new show. We'll be back next week with another brand new show titled Dad's Cooking Toilet. Thanks for watching. Alright, it's enough. What the